Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're returning. It's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do the General Collective weekly reading. You guys know the spiel. This isn't for any specific zodiac sign, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that time as well as the energy is fluid and the energy can be vice versa or interchangeable. As I am recording this, it is April 27th. We have Sun in Taurus and the Moon in Taurus. And today is also the new moon in Taurus. So with that being said, we're going to just jump right on in. I'm starting out with the Spellcasting Oracle deck. And we're going to see what messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do we need as it pertains to the collective and the energy surrounding this week. We'll get one more. Jump right on in. By the time you see this one, the new moon video should be out and posted. It's actually uploading right now as I am recording this one. So feel free to check that out if you like. But right now, and I wasn't even drawn to this when I did the new moon reading, but I'm looking at the moon's, the opposition of the moon in Taurus, which as we continue through this moon transit, it's going to oppose Lilith, which is in Scorpio. But there's also a few squares that are going to align as well with the Sun, Mars, as Mars is in Leo. Mars and Uranus is going to square, as well as the moon and Mars. Like, it's just a lot. But we have at the bottom of the deck, lighten your load, which is like the Ten of Wands. So there could be something that you need to let go, or you know how these readings go. It could be someone you're energetically connected to, or it could just be the energy and it may not resonate with you, and that's fine. But this lighten your load is like the Ten of Wands energy. Which can be looked at as like an energy of burdens. With beauty up under that, I'm feeling like the energy of vanity. For some of you, that could be the burden that you're carrying, like the need to look a certain way or be perceived a certain way. Or it could also be in the way that like you look at others. The beauty card to me sometimes can be like the Empress energy. So for some of you, this can be like the burdens of your mother, because the Empress is normally looked at as mother energy. I'm not feeling that strongly, but I'm more so feeling like the energy of how you value yourself, or how you want or feel you should be valued by others. Some of y'all are, you know, carrying unnecessary baggage in regards to, you know, how you look or how you're perceived. And with empowerment, it could also be like, because I always feel the Sun card with this empowerment energy. Like this could be being, you know, exposed to you in some type of way. Or at least brought into your awareness. But it almost just feels like, again, like needing to let go of, you know, vanity or just being vain in general. Because it could come from a sense of pride with this empowerment card. And then we have blessings. For some of you, you're realizing that this burden that you're carrying of vanity, how it's like it's almost like blocking your blessings. And that did come up in the new moon Taurus reading. So with truth here, it makes me feel like, it's just time to, be real with yourself. And know, and like almost have some compassion for yourself to know that, looks aren't everything, whether though that's physical or material, having because I feel like a very materialistic energy, like what you have doesn't define who you are, and or the lack thereof, or how people may even perceive, like because you don't have something that you lack, like having that mentality or having so much ego or pride surrounded by that is what's actually blocking you from seeing what is truly valuable. The things that are like truly, blessings. Because I'm hearing the word like harsh critics. Some of you could have been harsh critics of others or them you. But it's almost like whoever the critic is, it's like weird, like it's making me feel like they're being exposed to like that way of being within themselves. So what's going on for this week, Spirit, for the collective? Can I get an overall energy for the collective? Oh yes, I love it. New beginnings. Which, with this new moon, that's, we're starting that out this week out with, new energy or new opportunity. Can I get another one? And we have financial health. So for some of you, this could be in regards to work, or it could be, for some of you, this could just be also dealing with like status and how either you want to be seen or are, seemingly perceiving yourself. It feels like having a new mentality around what wealth and value is with this financial health. Because then we have spirit guide at the bottom. Can I get one more, please? It's almost making me feel like the Five of Pentacles, like the scarcity mentality. And then we have passion, which is like the Ace of Wands. And bottom of the deck, we have beauty again. And that passions makes me feel like how can I say, like because it feels like your values or your mentality around like the things you desire, the things that you want. It almost feels like, especially with beauty being back on the bottom, like how you view yourself. Like, is your desire for like status or recognition, is it like, how can I say this? Is it for others to look at you a certain way? I'm gonna get one more. Let me get one more, please, Spirit. Can I get one more? Is that what drives you? Because like I said, I felt the Five of Pentacles. And I feel like saying, like, it's not what you have, it's who you are that should, you know, drive you towards whatever it is that you desire. Yeah, and for some of you, it's just to be, like, loved. And it's like, there's no, you know, I almost feel like saying, like, there's no shade because, you know, like, we all want to be loved. But you want to make sure that you're loved for the right reasons. Because this makes me feel like Venus energy, which is ruling the new moon in Taurus. And then again, we have empowerment. So is it like, it's almost like for some of you, you may derive your sense of power or status from the way others love you. Or you feel that others will love you, like if you have a certain thing or you do, you know, and it's like, it makes me want to say, like, it's not about that. Because with the Five of Pentacles energy that I'm still feeling with this financial health, it almost feels like the feeling of lack is what drives you. Not, how can I say it? Not just or like insecurities. Feeling insecure is what is, you know, what drives you to, you know, want to like seek this love or this attention or energy outside of you. Because it almost feels like whoever's in this energy, it feels like that is what will make them be seen, like make them feel big. I don't know how I feel about that because it just like, it doesn't feel right. Because it's almost like, so with if that's, you know, your mindset or mentality, if you're coming from that scarcity or lacking mindset, is that what you really like want? Like it's almost like an energy like that, whether like it wouldn't suffice, it wouldn't, you know, sustain you. That's what it makes me feel like being in this energy wouldn't sustain you. So for some of you, this new moon is like revealing like being in that mindset or mentality or coming from that, you know, space within yourself where you're lacking or feel that you're lacking something or like something that you don't have. It actually needs to come from within you first. I'm gonna go with the life is like a board game. To this energy and spread for the collective. Because I'm still being drawn to that sustaining energy. For some reason, we did have the Empress up under career, which is protection in this deck, which an Empress would sustain. Like they are able to sustain and, you know, cultivate and create and so I'm just being drawn to how she's like holding her stomach. But like there's like this feminine energy feels, and for some of you this could be an actual person, this Empress energy, who I want to almost say like naturally attracts or has like what you're seeking. Because for some of you, this could be in, you know, in regards to work, with career here, or even just like your status, like, because that's what all I keep getting. Like you want like this big status, and like I almost feel like the Six of Wands energy. And when I look over here at this energy, I'm just feeling and hearing like different. So this is a different energy than this energy. We'll see how Spirit decides to break it down for us. Like, because that almost makes me feel like there's a different way to do it. And it's just by, you know, like almost naturally just being yourself. Because, like, it's a lot of work to try to be something, or, you know, want to be something or someone that you're not. That takes a lot of work, which is why, like, that lighten your load card is what we started out with. So let's see. Alright, so bottom of the deck we have the Ten of Wands, which is that that lighten your load energy. It says heavy burdens garden. Up under that we have the Moon. And then we have the Two of Cups, or excuse me, the Two of Pentacles. And then we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah. Because for some of you, what I'm feeling is like what you're trying to uphold is like something that you're doing like in the dark or at night. Like it's like either it's hidden or you're trying to hide it. Like almost like you're trying to maintain something that with the Seven of Swords isn't, it says something shady way, like isn't right. Like whether that's manipulating, lying, cheating, stealing, like Then we have a Queen of Cups and the Hierophant, which makes me feel like, yeah, for some of you, You could be trying to hide it from like a higher authority or a feminine energy that's in this Queen of Cups. With the Hierophant behind her, I feel like this is, someone that is, they could be a highly spiritual person. But it feels like you're trying to maintain something that isn't like morally upright or integral. This feminine energy could also be someone that you hold. I'm getting the energy of like you hold them in high regard. So whatever you're keeping or trying to hide from them, with the Ten of Wands, it's not going to be hidden much longer, because it's almost like you can't. This is like the straw that broke the camel's back. That energy. Can I get one for new beginnings, please? Yeah, there could be something that you want to, possibly want to or are walking away from with the Eight of Cups. Because there could be some like denial here with the Two of Swords, like something you don't want to look at. It could also be like the energy of a crossroads, but it's almost like with the Ace of Wands and the Six of Cups, it's almost like you don't want to make a choice. It almost feels like, especially with the Hanged Man, which is a very stagnant energy, it feels like someone like with the energy this week will have to make a decision on whether they want to keep like almost being driven by their desires and repeating past patterns, or they're realizing that in doing this and being indecisive, driven by, passion and desire for whatever it is, it's like someone wanting either things to go back to being a certain way or like trying to recreate the past. All that is doing is keeping them stuck with the Hanged Man. And it could be because from the 6 to the 8 is the Two of Cups. It could be in regards to like their relationships. It doesn't have to be, but that's there. Can I get one for financial help? Financial help. But whatever this is, I almost feel like someone is like depleted. Like almost trying to wait for things to get better, but with the energy of the Five of Pentacles that I'm feeling and the Seven of Pentacles, that makes me feel like, again, someone is trying to maintain in something that can't be sustained. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. And it's almost like if this is a masculine energy, they know that. And they want to try to get to a more balanced place with the Chariot and Six of Pentacles. So that they can feel like satiated within themselves. Or just like emotionally fulfilled within themselves. Then for passion, we have the moon coming out. Yeah, some type of hidden desires or some type of hidden passion. Like it feels like very lustful. Like almost like the energy of gluttony with this combination coming out like this. Like it almost feels like devil energy. Can I get one for love? Or like whatever type of passion or desires that they keep hidden or keep hidden keeps bringing them to this Five of Pentacles. It even, you know, can feel like some type of addiction, no matter what that may be. Then we have the Four of Cups coming out for love, which makes me feel like, yeah, this person could have like rejected love in the past, or like, because normally on the traditional tarot, the Four of Cups is depicted as, you know, someone being focused on Three Cups and they're like disregarding the Ace of Cups. So this could be someone who was presented, with the Ace of Cups. And I'm getting like this energy, like they shoot it. And almost like in doing so, realizing that they were a fool because it caused the Tower, like they went in a different direction. And now with the Nine of Swords, yep, I knew it was going to show. They don't know what to do. With the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So it's almost like this person is gripping for anything. For some of them, like it could be money. It could be an addiction to money. Like I felt that before. Like wanting to be looked at, like have a certain, you know, status or reputation. What's the Eight of Cups? Where are we at? What's the Eight of Cups? Yep. For some of them, that's exactly what it is. The King of Pentacles. Who is a heavy king. A very heavy king. Give me one moment, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah, this is a very, you know, heavy king. In the upright, you know, he's someone that is a, you know, provider. He's able to, you know, manage and take care of the Ten of Pentacles. But the energy I'm feeling is almost like a King of Pentacles in reverse, where this is someone who would be like hell bent on status and material things. So in order for this masculine to have a new beginning, they would need to leave this energy behind. Can I get one more for the King of Pentacles? One for the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Yep. We have the Seven of Cups. Confusing illusions place. Yeah. Because that can be an energy of being just like, you know, feeling like they have so many options. Because there's an Ace of Cups here, which was rejected over here. And again, like I felt like for some of you, or, you know, if you're not resonating as the masculine energy is like almost trying to figure out a feminine Empress energy. Or trying to, you know, like, or even feeling emotionally, you know, confused because they rejected this from an Empress energy. So knowing that it's almost like, how can they, like, it's almost like the way that this masculine energy is feeling is like, how can they still maintain this energy and have this Empress without letting go of something? And it's almost like you can't have it both ways, because an Empress isn't going to settle for a king, let alone a king that's in reverse, that's like could even just be confused within himself. Can I get one for the Seven of Pentacles? The Seven of Pentacles. Yep, and we have the King of Cups coming out. So it's almost like in this energy, while this masculine is trying to like sustain in something that is no longer sustainable, it almost feels like they're trying to keep their composure, but their intuition with the High Priestess is like telling them otherwise. Yeah, like it's over. It's done. You have to like let this go with the Ten of Swords and the Six of Swords. It's time to move on. Can I get one for Passion and the Moon? Yep, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of them, what they keep hidden is like their love for money or material things with that Ace of Pentacles. Yep. And they try to act like they don't have that, or it's not. I'm also getting like I hate to say it, but I gotta call it how I see it, like beef energy. with the Seven of Swords and Justice. But that's what they keep hidden, their love for like money and material things. Give me another one for this Ace of Pentacles. Too many. The Ace of Pentacles. Yep. And the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles can be looked at as like an energy of, you know, reciprocity, like it says, but it can also be an energy of breadcrumbing. So it's almost like it makes me feel like this person could be very stingy. The Six of Pentacles. Yep. Three of Swords. And it's almost like they could even hide that they don't know how to reciprocate. So things always end, you know, whether that's in separation or breakup or, you know. Or it could just also be like a protection mechanism as well. And they, you know, for some of them, they can try to justify it or try to like even like make it seem like it's right, but with justice and judgment here, it's like they're being called out for this energy. Can I get one for this King of Cups? King of Cups. Yeah, we have Temperance here. Like I said, I was just clarifying it just to see like what it is. That, you know, or like why they're still trying to maintain it, but they're like hoping for this balance, this temperance to come in. But it's almost like even spirit, because temperance can be an energy of like divine intervention, telling them to put it down with the Ten of Wands at the bottom. It's time to go in a new direction where like almost like it makes me feel like you have to earn it with the Eight of Pentacles. Like you have to put in the work. Because it's almost like this person is trying to like not face reality with the world and the indecision, which is the Two of Swords. Like they're trying not to face reality. Because even that's what the Eight of Pentacles could be, avoidance. Where spirit is telling them like, hey, you can't uphold this anymore. It's time for you to go in a new direction. And they're like, I can do something. I can make it work. I can, watch me. I'm gonna do. It's almost like this person is battling spirit when spirit is trying to point them in the right direction. So can I get one for the Four of Cups? The Four of Cups. Yeah, we have the World. Which this is what the person, like I'm feeling this two ways now with the World coming out here. Like because when all you want is love, you know, it feels like this person could have started out like wanting love, they got presented with an opportunity for it and they chose the world, quote unquote. They chose to, stick with what they already knew for whatever reason. But now it's like this person, like, they realize like that doesn't work, or it hasn't worked and it's not going to work. And now it's almost like they're ready to give up, turn their back on the world and having this prestige and status, because it leaves them emotionally unsettled by like trying to stay in it. So yeah, so now it's like they're ready to like, the hell with it, the hell with the world. I, kind of gotta want something better for myself. And there's also like a need for healing here between the Ten of Swords and the Six of Swords, which is the Four of Swords. And like I said, this person is realizing like there's, like with the King of Swords and the Lovers, like they need to make more, balanced and like healthier decisions from their higher self with the Lovers. I think this came up in one of my past readings where like someone is, like they're done with like trying to please the crowd. Some of you are there and some of you are not. But whoever the reading for, this reading is resonating for, like this is someone who is still like struggling, but wanting, something more intimate, because it's almost like they're tired of that life. Can I get another one for the world? Ooh. The world. Yeah, because it's like it almost stops them from, creating and or collaborating to create what it is that they really want. This Ten of Pentacles. So like again, this is just giving me the energy of like trying to maintain, like wanting to be the life of the party, and wanting to be surrounded by people that like they're like this. It's like this person is grappling with their own growth, like if they're ready to grow. Like you want to stay focused on people that have like, or around people that have been the same, like you clearly see they're not changing, because they're just in almost like an immature energy. And with that, it's almost like this person is like, they tried, it almost feels like they tried to maintain that in an Empress. Like this feels like someone like trying to live a double life. What is this Seven of Cups? What is this Seven of Cups? The Magician, yeah. And it feels like with the Magician, they created this illusion. Like, cause their own confusion. and wanting out with the Chariot, because it's with the Five of Cups, it says, damn, this place sucks. They want out of it. May one for the Ten of Cups. Yeah. Like they just want they want to get to like a more stable foundation with the Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Like happy home, like happy life. And like almost realizing that it came down to, the things that they valued. For some of you, like, or, like the Hierophant can represent, a society. It can represent, like a higher power. It can also, represent like upholding traditions. And they had an opportunity to, create, a legacy. They were actually guided to do that. But it's almost like with the Six of Wands and the Nine of Wands, that they have like some certain like a level of expectation of almost like, well, like it's almost like having their cake and eating it too. Like, nah, you can't. You gotta pick one. And then we have the High Priestess and the Ten of Pentacles coming out. Yeah, for some of them, this was, they could have, had the opportunity to create with a High Priestess. They're realizing that as the King of Swords. And like for me, the next couple up from the Emperor and the Empress is the Magician and the High Priestess. What's the connection between this Magician and the High Priestess? It's almost like this masculine used their magician energy for like low vibrational things. Like things that don't matter. They're saying things that can be easily replaced, while they rejected something that was almost irreplaceable. The Nine of Swords. Like they just created more stress and confusion due to ego. One more for the Magician. And actually, like, in a way, like, regressed. They went from a like the energy I was feeling of a King of Pentacles in the reverse to a Knight of Pentacles. They actually went backwards. We have the Hermit at the bottom. And realizing that they should have went forward. Look, I cannot make that shit up to this Ace of Cups. Man, listen. Let me get one for this High Priestess. Can I get one for the High Priestess? Too many. The High Priestess. Ooh. Hold on, y'all. The High Priestess, because either they didn't trust their intuition, or this High Priestess is another person. Is a feminine energy. We have the Page of Swords. Yep. Like, it's almost like if this High Priestess is their own intuition, they second guessed it with the Page of Swords and ended up sabotaging it with the Seven of Swords. And if this High Priestess is another person, it's almost like they could have, you know, how can I say this? Like, they could have either said something or even witnessed something with this person that just, like, realize, it's almost like realizing this person was full of shit. It's the easiest way I can say it. Because the Page of Swords to the Ace of Swords, like, nah, this person really don't want to grow. So for some of you, this High Priestess could have went on and created this Ten of Cups, Four of Wands, and Ten of Pentacles for themselves because they listened to their intuition. They wasn't gonna, like, delude themselves with the Seven of Swords. Give me one for the Page of Swords and then we'll grab the guidance and advice. The Page of Swords. Yep. Because this feminine energy was solid in their own. They trusted their intuition, and it's like either it paid off or it's paying off. Because they made that decision. And they can also, like, sustain themselves. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. So we have the Hangman. And that makes me feel like, again, if this was this person's intuition, they could have been, like, looking at a feminine energy, like, oh, they like, as if, like, they were lacking something. But almost, like, to their misjudgment of this feminine energy, realized they were actually the Empress. It's like this person judged another person, judged the feminine energy because of like just based on like outer appearance or like what they had materially or didn't have. But then in the other side, like didn't want people to look at them that way. What? So you don't want people to look at you a certain way because you don't have, but you can like do no, it don't work that way. Like it almost stumped this person. This feminine energy, like I'm getting the energy of like being stumped. Because it's this Empress energy is in this Queen of Pentacles. It's like she doesn't have to wear it. Like if that makes sense. To get ahead. She's just gonna be who she naturally is. Like, wow. This is crazy. What's the guidance or advice, Spirit? Oh man, Spirit is funny. We have the good luck card coming out. Like, yeah, because I mean, that's really all you can say is like, good luck with this shit. Because whoever this masculine energy is, it's like, I don't know. Like, it's almost like, it's almost like Spirit, like, and I hate to say this, but it's like Spirit is bidding you, like, good riddance. And you know what I'm hearing? Is it called Love All? Because I want to say it's Drake and Jay-Z, and I'm hearing, he says, because everybody wants something. They know the price of everything, but the value of nothing. That's what I'm hearing. I want to get another one because I feel like that's just Spirit being sarcastic in a way like, hey, I don't know. Can I get another one, Spirit? For the guidance and advice? Because it's almost like, yeah, you see how far that has gotten you. So, you know, if you think that, like, because like I said, I felt like this person was like trying to like show Spirit low, like, yes, I can make my way out of this. And nah, Spirit was clearly telling this person like, no, you can't. You need to surrender, give it up. So you know what? So that's what I feel like with the good luck. Spirit is just like, okay, well, good luck. I hope it works out for you. Because it's almost like you're rejecting Spirit. Rejecting God, like, too many. Can I get one more for the guidance or advice? Can I just get one, please, Spirit? And then we have the protection card coming out. I'll get one for that, and then that'll be the reading. Can I get one for protection? Too many. One for protection. Oh, that is way too many, Spirit. Less cards, please. Can I get one for protection? Alright, so we have good luck. It says the magical guidance. Having faced hardship and misfortune, a little bit of luck will be a welcome relief for you. By stepping away from a negative outlook, you've invited in a magical force that supports the fortuity you wish for. So look out for synchronicity and meaningful coincidences that negate your bad periods and that usher in a change of fortune. Think black cats, horseshoes, and four-leaf clovers to ensure that luck is most certainly on your side. Now is your chance to grab a fortuitous opportunity and take advantage of this prosperous energy of lucky charms, for you are blessed with a lucky streak. And then it says the magical meanings. There's a change for the better. Lucky energy surrounds you right now. Grab opportunities with both hands, and a black cat signals a lucrative win. And this is like, and on another note, the good luck could be like, well, Spirit is like, if you just, surrender and, let go, because they're still showing me that lighten your load, you'll create the space, because nothing new can come in if you're walking around with the Ten of Wands. You don't even have the capacity to grab it, to hold it, to have it. Look, but you're skeptical. So it's almost like I said before, Spirit is just like, well, if you're going to be skeptical and nothing's going to come in. So then let's read the protection card. So for the protection card, it says it's time to retreat simply and quietly from a situation. Danger could be lurking in the shadows, and you're being urged to assess the situation carefully. The magical symbol of the pentagram lends you its sacred sight. This ancient talisman calls you to seek the truth as it encircles you within its energy of protection. It is vital that you are shielded from the harsh energies of others as your sensitivity increases. When you open yourself up to higher spiritual vibrations, protection is always key to give you the freedom to work your magic. It says the meaningful or magical meanings. Place trust in the pentagram. You need to be grounded and surround yourself with the positive energies of others by imagining a circle of white light around you. And I feel like this feminine energy, I can't make it up, is being protected from this masculine, because there's no way that you can sustain in this energy and think that you're going to have this feminine energy. And what's on the bottom? We have justice. This is crazy. Yeah, they could be trying to like hold on to this Empress, but it's almost like she's either cut ties or separated herself from the situation as the Queen of Swords. It's almost like they're trying to hold on to this feminine's energy. Give me one for this Nine of Wands. Yeah, it's time for this masculine to emotionally evolve. With the Page of Cups. Yep. So that they can turn into this King of Wands and take action to where they're being called to. They're already aware. With Judgment and the Hermit. So that's the reading, y'all. Ooh, what a week this will be. We'll see. I definitely hope that it resonated for some of you, and if not, it just wasn't your story, and that's fine. And I do hope everyone has a great week, and I will see you all on the next one. All right, later.